Hello everyone, and welcome one more time to the Meth Lab, where we cook the finest scrap of theories about your favorite anime and manga. The name's Lemon, and along with my partner Broken, this week we are once again talking about the recent chapter in the Chainsawman manga. As of this recording, the latest chapter 115, with the current information, this is the crackpot theory we can offer you. Some characters got introduced in chapter 114, like Kobeni's brother, and yes, we believe it's a brother, because it was mentioned in part 1, chapter 15, by Kobeni herself, when she said, "My parents made me work because they wanted to make sure at least my brother, who's good at everything, could go to university." And yes, even though Arai says your older brother, we believe he refers to the fact he's the oldest male sibling in the family. It's been 3 days, and everyone is still trapped inside the aquarium. After Asa's total blunder with the cell phone, she seems to be pretty depressed. As she talks to Izumi, she finally gets the opportunity to ask, "If you really are Chainsawman, why don't you do something?" And he reveals he was always a fake. His chest cord is only an implant he got to make himself look like another Chainsawman, because he is the greatest Chainsawman otaku, #1 fan. Then he starts losing it as he mocks Asa. Everyone else seems to be losing it too, except for Denji and Yoshida. And if you're wondering about Seiji shadowboxing or something, he's just coping, don't worry about it. Also, why is Kobeni's brother licking the aquarium glass? Remember when Kobeni tried to drink water from the toilet? Maybe it's a family thing. Along with the hairpins, some dominant traits of the Higashiyama family. We jump to Yoshida, showing how much of a gangsta he is because he can't afford his own cell phone. Perks of being a devil hunter at 17, facing Quan Chi and surviving the whole fight against Santa Claus. You know, the usual stuff for a 17-year-old. Maybe Yoshida is the real protagonist. He works for a mysterious organization. He's got mad money, and he's really got a thing going on for him. Anyway, Yoshida mentions, "This time I'm ready to die," then asks Denji if Chainsawman will eat the death devil for them. But Denji eating a person was a one-time thing, so he leaves Yoshida to go to Asa and ask,
"Hey, how you doing?"
Asa is just there sulking and decides to complain to Denji. Unfortunately, he doesn't seem to hear it, as she's just muttering her confession. Denji, himbo that he is, proposes that if she can eat fish, maybe she can eat starfish. Now, let's talk about the rentacle tape man in the room. Yoshida asks Denji, "Do you think Chainsawman will eat the death devil for us?" And while Yoshida is usually really furtive with his and his organization goals, I think this one might be one of them, along with hiding Chainsawman to prevent themselves from losing control over him. Let's start from the beginning, all the way in chapter 99, when Yoru asks Yoshida, "Do you know anything about Chainsawman going to this school?" Yoshida answers, "I heard that was a rumor, but I just transferred here, so I don't know much else. Only that Chainsawman might be in the Devil Hunter Club or something." This goes one of two ways. One, Yoshida was tipped off by his organization that Chainsawman is in the Devil Hunter Club, but at that moment he hadn't yet confirmed if that was Denji or not, because presumably he's the only one who knows what Denji looks like in his organization. 2. Yoshida already knows Denji is not in the club, and he mentions the rumor only because most people will know about it, and he's keeping his cover as a regular student, and covering for Denji too. We think the second one is the most likely, because of Yoshida's goal to keep Chainsawman's identity hidden, which leads to chapter 103, when he next appears. This is the first time we've seen actual proof of Yoshida stalking Denji, as he was stalking Denji while he was being interviewed by reporters from the news station, He approaches Denji as soon as the reporters stop interviewing him and invite him to the cafe to make him an offer he can't refuse. Yoshida buys him cake and offers Denji protection, but as he's doing this, he takes away the cutlery, so Denji can't eat the cake if he doesn't accept. Denji, of course, just eats the damn cake with his bare hands. In chapter 104, Yoshida puts Dumb and Dumber together and decides to set up Denji and Asa, sensing they both really need to get laid. Showing off how much of a stalker he is, he knows Asa eats on the roof, so he takes Denji there. At least he has the decency to ask after Yuko before breaching his real reason to be there, which is introducing Denji to Asa as a clearly desperate girl. Denji, of course, fumbles it by being so egocentric. In chapter 110, he shows up just to teleport Denji away before he can reveal his identity to a girl. And in chapter 114, Yoshida shows up in the Endless Aquarium coincidentally, having visited the aquarium at the same time as Denji is owed on a date. And finally, in this chapter, while Yoshida first says he's ready to die in the situation, and I don't doubt it, you don't become as good as a devil hunter as he is at his age without having some mental fortitude. The fact that he asks Denji if Chainsawman will eat death for them, we think points to Yoshida having some control over the situation. Maybe he's aware of Fami's involvement, or is just suspicious of the Devil Hunters Club. All of this just adds up to Yoshida's organization clearly wanting to control Denji, keeping his identity hidden, and possibly even wanting to use him to erase death, something even Makima herself wanted to do. But this is where it gets real good, especially because of Izaumi's revelation in this chapter. If he really doesn't have a special power to transform, or in some way imitate Denji's transformation, all of his own, then there may yet be a reason for his ripcord, besides getting first place in Chainsawman impersonation contest, that is. Devil hybrids aren't well known in the Chainsawman universe. They, for most intents and purposes, don't even exist as a category of being. As Makima explained to Denji, Chainsawman previously erased the concept of their existence. Thus, it should have become a knowledge that hybrids like Chainsawman need a starter of some kind, so someone must have slipped that Chainsawman has a ripcord in his human form, and I think it was Yoshida's organization that did this, for the purpose of keeping Chainsawman's identity hidden. What a better way to kill Chainsawman, or at least someone very likely to be him. Which ties back to Yoshida wanting Denji to shut up about his identity. If he makes it known he's Chainsawman, they can't kill Izaumi in his place instead, to keep him safe and under their thumb. What do you guys think? Don't forget to leave a comment down below with your theories too. If you liked the video, don't forget to like and subscribe. It will be greatly appreciated. For more theories about your favorite anime and manga, we'll see you next time.